Yeah, hi, good evening, folks. So we'll just wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll give it to them.
Rajat, before we start, I have one question that
Mhm.
uh, today I asked the recording to Janki and she told me that you are going to upload the videos on YouTube, but I'm not sure who gonna upload this. Every time when I ask for a recording, I got double answer. So can you give me a solution for that, please?
Let me just say, you have the link which has videos till June 6th, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. After June 6th, the video did not got updated. So after June 6th, we had the session on, okay, it is like 9 and 10. 9 and 10 are missing, right?
Yes.
No. I'll ask the HR directly today. Today it's late. But yeah, I'll try.
Okay. And one more thing that after after this class or after one session will over, so for that I have to call anyone like a Janki or anyone others to for a recording. So is it possible that after ending this, every classes recording will show on YouTube?
Yeah, recordings are there generally. I don't know why they have not done this.
Yeah, so for that, every time I have to call.
No, 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 you need not to call. It's just that at least it takes our team to get like 24 hours or so to get the recordings uploaded for that specific day. So yeah, 24 hours of wait time is there, but after that it should have been. So I can see that at least if not yesterday's, at least Monday's recording should have been there.
Yeah,
Got
and
it.
every time when I call to Janki, she gave me different answer.
No, no, no. She is actually marketer. She has no control onto this. But yeah, like she only gets the details from the HR.
Yeah,
Like
so
I
and
would. Mhm.
I have just her contact detail only, not other else.
Yeah, generally she'll be the point of contact for you, but that's okay. What I would do is I'll just connect with the HR directly tomorrow morning, right? And I'll
Oh,
get this fixed.
yeah. So can you please provide the
Yeah,
solution?
sure.
So yeah.
No, I'll get that fixed.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I believe we should be giving it a go. All right. So yesterday we talked about the UML diagrams, and I told you that I'm gonna make you all understand what particularly, like how you can draw these UML diagrams using an application. Okay. So see, we are going to use this. It's an application which is known as Microsoft Visio, which is a UML diagram tool. Okay. It is an application from Microsoft. It actually comes with that Microsoft Office only, but not as a mandatory package. Like in Microsoft Office, you get like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all. This comes with that only, but it is like you have to request for this separately, right? So it doesn't come with that default package of Microsoft Office. Yeah.
And is there any other option for MacBook who have iOS?
I'll tell you, I'll tell you. I'll tell you all the online options only. This is just that I have access to the desktop version. So that's why I have installed it on my machine. But yeah, if you do not have access to Visio, then what other applications you can use, I'll tell you. I'll tell you that later as well. So first we just need to because see all the other it's not that like Visio is the only option to go ahead with creating UML diagrams. No. But yes, Visio is the pioneer in establishing the standards to create these UML diagrams. There are then like hundreds of applications now available online and of course for free. So I'll walk you through with those applications as well, like how you can do that in those applications. But yeah, as a standard, we have Microsoft Visio. So if you understand how you can draw these diagrams in Microsoft Visio, then you can draw these diagrams in any application. So that's why, as a standard, we are going with Microsoft Visio. But I'll tell you that even if you don't have Microsoft Visio, what are the other applications you may use to create these diagrams, plus how you can use those as well. I'll give you some sample examples. I'll open and I'll tell you how to do that. Plus, additionally, I'll give you some assignment as well to create these diagrams. So, you will have that exposure by yourself also. So we'll go ahead with that. First, let's just understand that how you can do that with the world's best tool available here. Now, yesterday we talked about the UML diagrams, different types of UML diagrams. So first you open that and there are these templates available. You can click on more templates and it gives you a lot of those templates available in there. You can go with the different categories here like business, engineering, flowchart. It's not about UML diagrams. Microsoft Visio can help you create like any of these diagrams, as you can see up in here. We are more interested to go into the software and databases. And there also, if you scroll down a little bit, you would see these UML diagrams, activity, class, UML communication, UML component, UML database, UML deployment, UML sequence, UML state machine, UML use case. So you get like all of these available in here. All types of UML diagrams you can create with this Microsoft Visio. Now, let's say just for the sake of an example here, let's say we go with use case. It asks for the matrix, but anyway, we're going to go with the blank one, so it doesn't matter. So we'll go with create. Now, because it is, a family member of your Microsoft Office applications only, so you would see the similar environment with just a little bit of few more options which are available in there. It all has this top menu plus standard toolbar, then the bottom area is divided in two parts. So first is this, second is this, and third is this. So this is all about the menu options. And then we have shapes section where you'll have different shapes because we are going to create diagram. And that this diagram, you'll get some shapes using which you'll create the diagram. And for every diagram, these shapes are standard. Just have to use and create the diagram. I'll tell you how to do it. And then you have this work area or canvas where you will be drawing these diagrams. Not only that, in this also what you would see here is it's
Excuse me,
not now
Rajat,
see.
your volume is very low. It's very hard to hear you.
Sorry, what like my volume is low?
Yeah, I mean, from my side, it's full, but I can barely hear you.
Okay. Let me just fix this. Okay, I have changed my source. How is it now? Is it okay?
Not much difference. I don't know if everyone else can hear you. Maybe it's something my side. I don't know.
Okay. Is it okay now? Better?
It's the same.
Let me just do settings I built. Okay, how about others? Is it the same? Like you guys are also facing the issue? You'll know that at least it's from my side or
I got like enough sound.
Yeah, I
how
can
is
hear
it?
you.
How is it now, Rima?
For me, it's the same. So probably it's something
You
from
can
my
try
side.
like
I don't know.
I don't know, like increasing your voice at the like sorry, volume at the speaker or
Um, Let me switch this. My speakers. Can you say something now?
yeah, so we are using Microsoft Visio now where we have actors, use cases. Is it better?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
Okay,
you.
never mind. I mean, I don't know. I'll just try to be more close to the speakers.
That could be the case. Okay. All right. So now what do we have here is, see, in this, primarily, we have these three sections. And then not only that, other than this, you will have, it's not only one document that you can create here because not only one diagram, you will get this Excel-like structure here where you can keep adding more and more pages. You can browse through those pages anytime you want. And in every page, you can create like multiple diagrams so that, you know, let's say if you just want to save one specific Visio document, which will have all of your project diagrams, you can do that. That can be done. Okay. So for now, and even you can rename these, like, let's say this is gonna be your class, okay? And let's say this is gonna be your, like, let's say use case. So you can put that all up in here. That can be done. Okay, now let's say I keep this one diagram and I delete the others. Plus you have the zoom in and zoom out, which is super helpful because the diagrams that we create here, these are like super clear. All right, moving ahead. Now what?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I joined late, Rajat, but can you tell me where I can get this from?
No, I'll tell you that later.
Oh,
For
okay.
everyone, yeah, because I have this application installed onto my machine, but I'll tell you how you can all use this for free, like as
Okay.
an online tool, the way we used Jira. I'll tell you all that. Right now, we're just trying to understand how we can create these UML diagrams in this Microsoft Visio. And if you can understand, and if you understand how to create these diagrams in this particular tool, it will be easy for you to use any other tool as well. And I'll give you all the options because this comes with a license, Microsoft Visio. So that's why if you can't get hands on to this Microsoft Visio, then what are the
Mhm.
other options available? How you can do that? Because I'm going to give you all an assignment to create these diagrams. So I'll make you all access the other options as well.
Mhm.
All right. But right now, just focus on understanding how exactly we have this tool and how to use it to create these UML diagrams.
Okay.
All right. So now, what do we have here is, so you have this shapes section. And because while creating this up in here, like see when I clicked onto this uh, more templates and I went into all these categories and I picked up software and databases. And from there, I picked up this UML use case. So because I picked up UML use case, it is showing me the use case shapes here, using which I can create use case diagram. This is what I have. But let's say if you want to have more of the shapes in this section, what all you could do is you can just go here. You'll see the categories of diagrams. UML diagrams you'll find in this software and database. So you can always go to this software and database, and there in the software, you will see these UML diagrams. And you just have to click here, and it will keep adding those shapes up in there. So now when you come back, you will have, now see Microsoft is anyway famous for, creating the applications in a pretty, you can say user-friendly way. So like here also you can see that all of these categories are here. I just need to click on that specific category to get the shapes which are used here in that particular category. So you can keep all those up in here. And if you don't need that, you just right click and close that. All right. So because let's say we are trying to create a use case diagram, then we can close others. And it's not that for use case we should use only these. If let's say for some specific custom scenarios, if you need to use any other shape from any other category of these diagrams, you can just pick that up from there itself. There are no restrictions that you can use only these here. It's not like that. Now, the thing is how to do it. Now, in our presentation that we used yesterday, we had a use case diagram. Let's just try to create the same. Okay, that ATM system. So in that ATM system, what we had is first we need to take that system out up in here. So we'll go with to represent the system, you go with this subsystem and see, you have to just drag and drop. When you will move it here, it will give you all the alignment options. You see now, if it is saying this, which means it is horizontally and vertically center of this document. But you can move that up in here wherever you want to, and you can just put this up. Then what you can do is you can just, you see with all these circles on the periphery of this shape, you can adjust the size. So let's say if I adjust the size like this, and let's say you do this, you can do this anytime, but yeah, I'm just trying to get this settled here. All right. You can zoom out and you can zoom in and you can see, zoom out and you can see how this is. All right, we good. Now we need to name this. So you can see there is a tiny name appearing here. This. Right, so every shape is gonna have some text area to write in. Now, whenever you need to write something in here, you have to double click onto that. So let's say if I double click, see it is allowing me to make changes. Now I just need to say use case. Let's say if I like this. Okay. And then what I do is I can select it. I can make any changes up in here. Right, that's how I can make that go. Okay, so that is how it looks like. Now, if I do this, so it will be like this. And if you feel that you have to just put it like this, it will be this. This is like fit to screen. Now, I need to create that use case diagram. I believe we had that up in here. Let's see, this is the, oh yeah, see. I'm trying to draw this in a proper way in that. Okay, so you can see we have actors and use cases. So let's just start with the actors. So what I'll do is I'll go with this, dropping up in here. If you're not comfortable with this, you can just zoom in and you can check the effect here. Okay. Now again, you got these circles, which you can use to adjust the size. Okay, don't use these ones. Otherwise, it will be like this. Okay, don't try to do it like this. If you want to maintain the aspect ratio of that particular shape, it is recommended to use these like this, so that at least the aspect ratio is maintained, which is very important for the correct shape. Now, because this also, as you can see here, we're going to have an administrator, bank, customer, and bank. Okay. So I'm just going to double click. And this is going to be administrator. Okay. I'll just select all this. I'll make it bold if I want to. That's going to be my administrator. Now I have to go with customer and bank. Now I have two choices. One, I can just take another guy. Adjust everything, then write the name, then apply formatting. Or easier way is I can just go to this, copy, paste. And I get this. You see, it is giving you alignment options as well. That where it is aligning with the other shape. Right, so that's how it can do this. Now this one here is our customer. So I would double click customer. Third one, I need it as a bank. So I would just go I can do Control C, Control V also, but I just want to show you that I'm doing copy and paste. So then we can have our this guy here. We call it as bank. Done. We got our actors placed. This is how it is looking right now. Okay. Now our actors are here. We need now use cases. Now for use cases, what we would do is use cases also will get here from this. So I'll put one use case. Now administrator will be performing your system maintenance. So I would just say double click system. And if you want to write in like, let's say in, those multiple lines, for that, you just need to press enter. See, I press enter and it would be maintenance. That's it. Okay, that's how it is. If you want to make that bold, double click again and make it bold. Now see, these colors are appearing automatically with the default theme. How to change this, that also I'll tell you. Now this one is here. If you want to make it a little bit more up, you can do that. All the adjustments can be done. That is not going to be an issue here. Okay. But yeah, like for the other thing, what you can do is you can simply just copy. So now in the system maintenance, I can just say copy paste. One could be here. Another one could be here. Okay. We're just seeing how to use this tool, how to think and finalize this diagram. That all you can do a little bit late, earlier in advance. But yeah, this is, I'm just showing you how to use this tool. Now system maintenance is here. In that we can have system restart, or like what was that? Yeah, system reporting and system shutdown. So we can have system reporting, and it's going to be system shutdown. All right. For the customer and bank, we have others. So let's say Control C, Control V. This I'm gonna have this login. And he would be having these. Okay. Where that much of space now. And then one more. So we can go with the login transaction. And under this transaction can have like this transactions, like we can have let's say cash or withdraw cash.
Deposit cash.
You can have deposit cash. You can say
Check.
print. one more it has receipt. And it can also have one as check balance. And these transactions also might enter into a bad bin scenario. So this is just about arranging your use cases. Okay. So we got our system, actors, and use cases. Right? Now let's just connect each of these because we need to connect so they show the association, right? Now for that, there are multiple options. Even to create this also, we had a lot of options. First is like, let's say if I move my mouse onto some shape, I'll see these blue triangles. Now with this, you can actually go with the connecting and creating automatically in here as well. Like let's say if I move my mouse onto that, if I do this, see it is creating that. So this is like for advanced users where they have to create that quickly and going with that up in here. They want this type of thing. But in this, actually, you don't have control over your diagram. It just goes like haphazardly anywhere. It sees a space and it goes up in there. So that's not a recommended approach. If you want to have more control onto this diagram, you have to go the way we did. And then you can go ahead with, using different connectors here. So let's say, and see these connectors also you can use just like that. So let's say if I need to go with association, I can just put this association here. One end, I'll just drag and drop. Okay. Then I drag and drop. You just have to drop like where you want that. It'll automatically make it aligned. All the alignment things are taken care by Visio. Okay. Now let's say system maintenance. So system maintenance includes what? So we'll go with include. You will use this. You will put this up. Yeah. Go with another include. You could put it like anywhere. You just need to tell like which box you need. It'll automatically do the necessary adjustments. Okay. And now wherever you will move, once connected, wherever you will move, this connection will be there. Like let's say even if I'm doing this or this connection will be there. That won't be disturbed. Similarly, like we have customer, which is having the association with the login, right? As you can see all of this up in here as well. Login will include to perform these transactions. Transaction can be extended to a bad bin scenario, but transaction is more like a generalization of these all different types of transactions. So we can just add this. Up in here. Similarly, we have this. So it'll automatically make the necessary adjustments. And finally, all of these transactions are approved by the bank. That is how it would be. And that's how it's gonna look like now. Okay, a professionally created diagram. You can make the necessary arrangements accordingly. Now it is going to show you like this, but yeah, like you can do more. You can just go to design, and there it's going to give you a lot of these themes available here. Right now it is using this. Let's say if you want to use this, you can go ahead and there it'll just make the color changes accordingly. And you can even select your effects, different connectors, everything from here. Right? You can change that to suit your convenience, and accordingly it will create that. Another thing is you can insert other pictures, charts, or like anything, whatever your Excel and everything, you can do that. You can even have these, other than these shapes, if you want to have different types of containers or call outs, right? It will be there. You can even insert text boxes here. And you will see that this color of these containers and call outs will be exactly according to your theme. Because let's say if you go up in here and you change that theme back to this, now if you go to insert and you would see now it is in different color. So it modifies that automatically. Okay, and instantly. Right. Next, you can go to the design. Get an option to come up with some backgrounds here. Like let's say you want to put this up. So it will be here. I'll say that okay. That's how like it could be. If you want to insert a border or a title, so you can pick up any of these choices. Let's say we go with the, I don't know, like this one looks normal. Okay. Now it is overlapping, then you can just do this. You can just shorten a little bit here and here. In fact, if you feel that it is not giving you that in here, then what you can do is you can actually get this this particular container with the fill effect. You can say no fill. So if you say no fill, then it's going to look like this. All right. So, and like there are so many options available here. You can check for these options to have that inclusion available. But the question is that, okay, even if we have this, right, how would you use this diagram? So we're going to save this. Okay. So we do it like this. Now, in this case, as you can see, the title is appearing here, right? So I don't want that. Now, anyway, I have this up in here. So I would delete this title from here. And in this section, I would insert a text box with this. You can change the color, shape. You can make it like this. Any specific color that you want to. And you can increase the size. We'll just put it right up that. Right. Also, you can do this, keep doing this. Or if you want to get this completely over with this, then that option also you would have here with this text box. So you can have that fill here. You can use the default color, nice, so that would not be available with this. So let's say if you want to use any of these colors, you can do that. Like this also we can do. Okay. Now the question is, if you save this, it would why this is going in this OneDrive. Okay. Let's say if you go and try to save this here, you can just save this as a file. Let's say if I go with use case ATM. And so see, you get different options. You can save this as a lot of these files available up in here. These are different file types. Okay. But primarily it will be saved as a visual drawing so that you can later make some changes up in there. That is one thing. Another thing is how to use that for us up in here. So you get these options, share with people. Email will give you to convert that as a PDF and attachment and all that. You can go to the export where you can create PDF or even you can change the file type. If you're using the older version of Visio, you can use that up in here. You can create some specific files like graphic image files in here. Even see AutoCAD is also from Microsoft, so they come up with a built-in integration because it doesn't give you just the UML diagrams. You can even create those structural drawings as well, right? So you can create this and you can do that up in here. You can save that as another file type. That's going to be your choice. Okay. Now let's say if I am planning to save that as a PDF, then that also I can do up in here. See, this is how the PDF will look like. Okay. And the best part is this is like you can zoom and you see the clarity. So even if you want to print a banner out of it, that also you see the clarity. I have like zoomed into 800% now. And you see how it is showing the clarity. Right. So it's not blurring out. It's all pretty crisp and clear. So that's why it can be used to, create very high quality graphics and everything. That's why Visio is the king in terms of UML diagramming tool. That is how you could do it. Okay. So this is like one. Now the question is, whether like what to do if you don't have access to this. Let me show you like how you can do that. Okay, yes. Mm. I'll share this link in the chat. See, generally Visio comes up as an external plot. Like if you have Microsoft 365 commercial, it is already there. You just need to sign in and use. But let's say even if you don't have that, then what you can do is you can go with these two, but no need to take out any money out of your pocket. You can go with this. You see, try free for 1 month, try free for 1 month. All right, so you can go with any one of these. Okay, both for like you, it would be more or less same only because even if we get it for 1 month, that would be more than enough to explore and create a lot of diagrams. So go with this free option. Don't pay any money to this because if you forget paying money, it will keep charging you from your like whatever payment mechanism you'll put up in there. So don't put any money or any credit card or debit card details in here. Okay. Because we just need this for an exposure. They go with one-time purchase as well, but we don't need. You see how costly it is. So that's not, it's gonna be up in here. Plus, even if you don't have access to this Microsoft Visual, and yes, for students or student account, it is free. So if you still have your like any of your school ID active, you can use it to access Microsoft Visual. And if you can get it from someone, so any school ID will also get you this for free. Additionally, let's say if you don't get access to this, then also no issues. You just have to Google and you have to write UML diagram online. That's it. You'll get like hundreds of tools here. You have Lucidchart, Visual Paradigm, and these are all online free tools. They might be coming up with some limitation that you can create only 2 diagrams or 3 diagrams for free, but that's okay. That would be more than enough to practice. Yeah, this is also up in here. See, it is asking us to log in with any of your these IDs, and then you will be able to create these diagrams. Let me see if I have one of my old logins active here. It looks like guys. I'll share these. Yes, I have it. Okay, I'll just share my screen again. Yeah, I have this one of some colleagues' account. He kind of created these documents, so we still have access to it. This is Office laptop, so I have that access. Yeah. So you can see that few diagrams just being created. But yeah, like you can also create a new one. It won't allow me to create a new one because only 3 documents are allowed, but that's okay. I can go into any one of these. See, this is these are all online tools, so you need not to install anything. Just log in with your Google account or Microsoft account, and you'll be able to do that up in here. We're not gonna make more changes because it won't allow us to do that. But yeah, I'll just quickly see. It cannot beat Microsoft Visio, of course. It'll do the job. Okay. So you have these like shapes section here. You click on more shapes. See, because they have all tried to replicate Microsoft Visio, which anyone can't. But yeah, at least it does the job. So UML, you can see use case, so you can pick up like any specific shapes and add that up in here. Okay. Then you get this use case. You can just click onto this and it will give you that. No drag and drop. Okay. Right. And you see they are also giving you this option here. Visio, no one can beat. We all know this. But at least it will allow you to create something out of it. Okay, so that's how you can do that up in here. Once you're done creating this, it gives you the option to export that as PNG, PDF, and different formats up in here as well. So this way you can save that document. It's like I told you know that if you know how to use Visio, you can use any other tool in the world to create UML diagram. So this is one such. Use the chat. I did not share the link. Yeah, there's also I can share that link chat. And like if you go with this one, this is also like you just need to sign up or log in with your account, something here. So this would also allow you to create these diagrams. Visual Paradigm is also a good tool to go ahead with. Okay. And that's where you can create these UML diagrams using Visual Paradigm. I think. Plus, they have like Spot Draw, Diagram, Creately. You can use like any one of these. There's a lot of these YouTube videos available there as well. You see here, UML sequence diagram, a chat GPT, of course, it can help you now. You need not do that, but yeah. You can check for all those up in here itself. So these are like you can use any one of these, right? Because your this assignment would be that you need to create any 3 UML diagrams of your choice. Now, if you need ideas, because see, the idea is not to create these diagrams. Agenda here is to understand how to use these tools to create that diagram. So even you can search for like UML diagram. Just go to this up in here. You will see that. Right? There are a lot of diagrams. You can even look for different use case diagrams. It will give you that. You can pick up like any, and you can think of creating out of it. 3 diagrams you have to create. Whatever tool you use, it's up to you. Which diagram you pick up, it's up to you. I just need 3 diagrams. Any 3 UML diagrams of your choice, created using any application of your choice. That's how you could do up in here. Right? With this, a lot of tools, free tools available here, which you can you just have to look for this thing, UML diagram online, and you will get a lot of these tools. You can use any one of these. And you can create Visio, of course, you can't beat. And if you know Visio, you can practically use any specific this one here. That's how it is. Do we have any questions so far?
And when do you need these? By tomorrow?
No. Of course, I'll give you guys some. Let's say now we have this June 11th, so you can submit that by June the 23rd. So at least like 10 days you'll get. Okay. By June 23rd EOD, you can submit that June 23rd Monday.
And Rajat, so I have one question that whatever we learn into Jira, so that's all we have to learn, or there are more in a deep which we have to learn?
Yeah, of course. We'll go through with more stuff as well, because what happens now, Jira, I exposed you all only from the project management perspective, because we learned that like what do you call as we learned that software development, right? So that's okay. That's not going to be an option here. I'll keep telling you when to learn what. So that's not going to be an option.
Sure.
But you guys just give it a shot. Let's just see how it goes. And see if you face any errors or anything, no, just take a screenshot and keep it handy. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. And whenever we meet next, like tomorrow or whenever you have that error, you can just let me know how that all goes up.
And Rajat, make sure about the reporting. So
Yeah, sure. I'll have a word with the HR. I'll drop a message now itself, and I'll have a
okay,
word with the HR tomorrow morning. I'll make sure that the recordings are uploaded. 24 hours it will take for one specific day's recording, but yeah, previous days, at least it should have been there.
or else you can do like you can we will share our mail ID and you will share the link over there if possible.
No, actually, I don't have access to these. They actually download that and they upload it onto that whatever YouTube link you have.
Okay, no problem.
But that's okay. The market is, it's fine. I understand that they will need you to do that up in there, but that's not going to be an issue. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right, then, yeah. Have a great night, folks, and see you all tomorrow. Bye, folks. Take care. Yeah.
Right.